Ah yes, philosophy, the ancient art of sitting around and overthinking everything. But did you know that one of the most dramatic, intense, and petty intellectual battles in history happened between two of the greatest minds of all time? Enter Plato and Diogenes, the original internet trolls, but in togas. First we have Plato, Mr. Fancy Idealist. A student of Socrates, Plato believed in a world of perfect forms. According to him, everything we see is just a cheap, knockoff version of a flawless, otherworldly true version. Basically, your chair, not a real chair. Your dog, just a sad shadow of the real perfect dog floating somewhere in philosophical heaven. And then we have Diogenes the cynic, the original savage, the man who looked at society and said, yeah, no thanks. He lived in a barrel, rejected all material wealth, and had the subtlety of a wrecking ball. And when he heard about Plato's ideal world theory, he thought it was absolute nonsense. One day Plato gives this groundbreaking definition of a human being, a featherless biped. Basically, anything that walks on two legs and doesn't have feathers, congrats, you're a human. And Diogenes, being the agent of chaos that he was, grabs a plucked chicken, storms into Plato's academy, and dramatically drops it on the floor, declaring, "Behold, Plato's human." Absolute, philosophical, mic drop. Legend says Plato had to rewrite his definition of humanity because of a chicken. Thus, the great battle of fancy ideals versus absolute chaos raged on. Plato kept dreaming about his perfect world, and Diogenes kept proving that nothing makes sense and everything is stupid. Truly, a feud for the ages. And that, my friends, is how a single plucked chicken managed to ruffle the feathers of one of the greatest philosophers of all time. Moral of the story: philosophy is just very fancy arguing.